Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, a popular park reopens after installing new playground equipment. Plus, a long-awaited tree ordinance was brought back to City Council recently. We'll tell you what happened. And the Del Amo Fashion Center announces the newest retailer to hit the boulevard. Then downtown Torrance transformed into an art affair. We'll take you there. These stories and much more are just seconds away. Your local news starts right now. Hello and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chun. Ben McCain has the week off. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are your top stories. A hot topic at the recent City Council meeting had residents in the Hillside speaking out. For years, locals living in the Hillside Overlay District have pushed for a vegetation ordinance that would help residents keep their beachfront views, which many have complained are being blocked by tall vegetation by their neighbors who claim privacy concerns. In March, the committee reviewed questions the council had and brought back a draft ordinance in the recent meeting. Linda Cessna from the Community Development Department talked about different elements of the ordinance. She says that it would be based on the model created by the city of Rolling Hills, which would have limited staff involvement. It would also include what would be defined as a view and viewing areas. The possible draft ordinance would exclude city trees. Residents provided feedback on the draft at the recent City Council meeting, as well as discussed the criteria needed for determining unreasonable obstruction and how many views locals would be able to claim. The ordinance highly urges neighbors to make efforts to reconcile and mediate amongst themselves first before taking other measures. The council will take on this issue again in the fall. Millions of Toyota vehicles are being recalled. The company made the announcement that 1.43 million cars are being recalled for defective airbags and another 2.87 million for faulty fuel emissions controls. The airbag recall affects Prius hybrids, Prius plug-ins, and Lexus CT200H vehicles produced between October 2008 and April 2012. Toyota says a small crack in some inflators in the airbags in the driver and passenger sides may expand, posing a hazard. The second recall includes Prius models, the Aris, Corolla, Zealous, Lucas, and Lexus HS250H and the CT200H models produced from April 2006 through August 2015. Now, Toyota officials say cracks can develop in the coating of emissions control parts that can lead to fuel leaks. Torrance residents will once again enjoy having a fireworks show on Independence Day. The city is giving up to 12 free tickets per person. The ticket will guarantee a spot at the fireworks seating area in the Toyota Sports Complex. Non-ticketed viewing areas include portions of the courthouse parking lot on Maple Avenue north of Torrance Boulevard. However, the Civic Center parking lot will be closed for the launching of the fireworks. Viewing areas are on a first-come, first-served basis. And to ensure everyone has a safe and fun time, the city is prohibiting certain items at the Toyota Sports Complex. With the exception of bottled water, all forms of food, snacks, and beverages, including gum, candy, sunflower seeds, and alcohol, are prohibited. Tailgating, barbecues, easy-ups, folding chairs with straight legs, scooters, and bicycles are also not allowed. The fireworks show will last approximately 20 minutes. For more information, go to torranceca.gov/fireworks. And if you're planning to head to the city celebrations, get a head start to beat the traffic. Maple Avenue between Torrance Boulevard and California Street and Civic Center Drive between Madrona and Maple Avenues will be closed from 5 p.m. until the show's over. Roads between Maricopa Street and Torrance Boulevard may also face some traffic. All roads except for Civic Center Drive will be open at the conclusion of the fireworks show. And speaking of fireworks, local law enforcement will be out in full force looking for anyone breaking the law over the holiday weekend. Authorities are reminding the community that fireworks are illegal in the city of Torrance. Any possession, storage, and any form of selling fireworks, giving, and using is prohibited. A minimum first-time fine of $100 will be given to offenders. Enforcement across the city includes a Torrance beach. And as millions hit the road for one of the busiest holiday weekends, a local car company is helping out at the pump. The helpful Honda guys were at it again as they made a pit stop at the 76 located on Crenshaw Boulevard in Torrance to help put some money back into residents' pockets for 4th of July. They gave away a free tank of gas to anyone driving a Honda.
We're really happy to thank our Honda drivers for being loyal Honda drivers and do something nice for them.
This is great. My daughters, I have a 2- and 4-year-old, they love to go everywhere. They like to go to Disneyland. They like to visit friends in Orange County, up in LA. So this really helps. It just means that we can go more places and have more spending money.
It's the 10th year Helpful Honda Guys have made a commitment to giving back to the community. AAA says they expect almost 43 million Americans to hit the road. Currently, the national average per gallon of gas is $2.31, 47 cents less than a year ago. A local organization is looking for help to keep up with its growing demands. The South Bay Village in Torrance is in need of volunteers to help support with their daily activities. The organization currently assists 36 members and has 40 volunteers, but Executive Director for the South Bay Village, Ghislaine Davis, says with more educational programs in the works, they need at least 3 volunteers per senior.
Since we've only been in existence for a year, since May of 2015, we're getting calls weekly for new members, and in order for us to be able to help a new member, we have to have volunteers that are in the area where they live, because that's the village concept. Someone in their area that helps them, and that's why we have to have more and more volunteers.
Volunteers assist in driving them to doctor appointments, pick up prescriptions, grocery shop, run errands, and just visit with seniors. The goal of the South Bay Village is to ensure seniors get help with certain services without leaving their homes. Now, if you're interested in volunteering or have any questions, you can call South Bay Village at 424-271-2304. Streets throughout the city of Torrance will have smoother paved roads thanks to a new machine. Torrance CitiCABLE reporter Tao Ta got an up-close look and has this story.
For months, crews have been prepping roads like these to get ready for a larger task.
Before, what we would do is we would put down maybe 15 to 20 tons a day.
Tons of asphalt mixed with sand, rock, and oil is laid over damaged and cracked streets, but this year the process is different. Public Works crews have prepped this stretch of the road and are now ready to use their new paving machine. Crew member Brian Clune is looking forward to taking advantage of this new piece of equipment, which will increase the amount of repairs.
Definitely more efficient. It'll make it a lot easier on the crews. It cuts down on a lot of shoveling, a lot of raking, and the whole thing just makes the entire job easier. Plus, we can get a lot more done.
This hefty machine will now help lay down up to 150 tons of asphalt per day. The team here says hopefully they'll graduate to doing full streets rather than patches. Mike Chacon has been with the city for more than 30 years and says this type of addition is beneficial to the team. Approximately 5.5 street lane miles are slurry sealed each year. Portions of Carson and Lomita streets, along with 2 city parking lots, are the main areas of focus this summer.
It makes the job more consistent. So consistently level, and so it helps us a lot in making a nice, pretty job.
For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Tao Ta.
Thanks, Tao. The Slurry Seal project happens once a year. Just last year, the city received additional funding, making it one of the largest street improvement projects. You may have noticed some new additions while driving on the east side of Crenshaw Boulevard. The Farmers Market recently installed marketing banners to promote the local weekly event. The banners include real pictures taken at the Torrance Certified Farmers Market. The 30-year tradition is one of the biggest farmers markets in the South Bay. Recently, permanent and retractable bollards were installed to increase public safety at the market. These installations led staff to perform an efficiency assessment test where they studied best practices, which included the need of marketing. The banners were approved by the City Council in the spring of 2015. The Farmers Market in Torrance is open every Tuesday and Saturday from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m., rain or shine. A South Bay Assemblyman kicked off a campaign to help students in need across the South Bay. Stuff the Bus is a school donation drive that collects new school supplies for South Bay's K-12 students in the cities of Gardena, Lomita, Harbor City, and Torrance. Assemblyman David Hadley teamed up with local businesses and school districts. Individuals can support by donating backpacks, binders, notebooks, calculators, and other basic school supplies. The goal of the Stuff the Bus campaign is to provide students with the proper tools to help reach their academic potential. The 4 drop-off locations in Torrance are Red Car Brewery, Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce, Walmart, and Assemblyman David Hadley's district office. Now, last year, the drive raised more than $17,000 in school supplies. The drive ends on July 29th. A famous park in Torrance is back in action with some new features. Los Arboles Rocket Ship Park underwent a week of installation and work recently. The park's aging upper playground equipment was replaced and now has 2 new play areas geared for kids ages 2 to 5 years and 5 to 12 years old. A teeter-totter, 3 bays of swings, lunar monkey bars, and 2 other climbing pieces are also part of the fun. During renovations, the rocket ship and moonlander were not touched. Torrance's Community Services Department says they made plans to renovate Los Arboles Park because it had one of the oldest playground equipments. Officials say their goal is to replace equipment in parks that need the most attention. Well, still ahead, local students produce a video that is getting a lot of attention online, and hundreds gather at a one-of-a-kind grand opening. We'll take you there. Local high schools are catching on to an online trend that will make you want to sing. Welcome to my house. With thousands of views, South High School pulled off quite an impressive task. Students came together to create a lip dub video, which combines lip syncing and audio dubbing to make a music video. In the creation, students take us through campus singing and dancing. We get to see different clubs and organizations take part. Lip dubs are usually done in a single unedited shot that often travels through different rooms and situations within a building. Shortly after this production, Torrance High School and North High also posted a lip dub representing their school on YouTube.
Everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get started, get started, get started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. I want you just to get up next to you. Just to get up next to you.
We'll leave it up to you to decide who sang it better. And as hundreds of students recently graduated in Torrance, for one graduating class, it was literally a family affair. Robert Garcia Jr., Christopher Vigil Jr., Ryan Siebert Jr., Michael Ybarra, Martin Jr. Baldenegro, Tony Baldenegro, Dominique Perez, Cece DaCosta, and Mia Ramirez are all cousins who graduated from Torrance High School recently in the same class. Now, they are also third and fourth generations to attend Torrance High. A family member says the graduates are all part of the Pueblo community. Some of the family members are first cousins, while others are second or third cousins. This year, 496 students graduated from Torrance High School, with 96% expected to attend college or university next year. 90% of students from West High School plan to attend a 2-year or 4-year college, and at South High School there were 546 seniors, and out of those, 91% of them are going directly to a 4-year college or community college in the fall. Congratulations. And some locals got a head start on what summer activities they are looking to sign up for at the Torrance Cultural Arts Center. From action-packed classes like martial arts, tap, and ceramics, it was a full day of activities as nearly 200 people visited the Cultural Arts Center recently for its 4th annual open house. They offered classes and demonstrations for all ages. It was also a chance for people to get familiar with what they offer.
At any age, you can learn something new. And that's the idea, is to challenge people of all ages to try something. Maybe it's something that they've always wanted to do, but they were a little bit afraid. This is the day to do it because it doesn't cost you anything, and you've got the whole community here with you trying something new.
A new Dragon Sword program that kicked off this year was demonstrated in one of the classrooms. The center has classes year-round, and they run between 8 to 12 weeks. Anyone can register for the classes.
We came back this year and I knew I wanted to come from beginning to end, from the full 11 to 2 o'clock, so my kids could dance and experience the art, and they had like a tasting menu.
You can sign up for summer classes now. Go to torranceca.gov. A local art gallery brought back its tradition for a 2nd year in a row, attracting hundreds to downtown Torrance. Destination Art sponsored another Downtown Torrance Art Walk this year. There were 12 venues that showcased local artists from the South Bay. Some displays included art for purchase on the patio of Chef Schaefer's former Buffalo Fire Department. The newest addition this year was the Torrance Artists Guild, which showcased their art at the Red Car Brewery. And over at the Torrance Historical Society and Museum, paintings of historic Torrance were also available to see. Most of the artwork were two-dimensional fine art. Also, APC Fine Arts Gallery exhibited digital and mixed media arts as well. This event gives people a chance to see what artworks are available right here in Torrance.
Personally, I've lived in Torrance maybe 15 to 18 years, and I had no idea there were this many art galleries down here. So, if anything, I guess that, it's a cool place to come and explore and just kind of walk around and have a good time.
Art is so important to the community. It brings people out. Art is important to the flourishing of the human spirit, and we want to bring that to downtown Torrance, and we wanted to bring more people to downtown Torrance.
Destination Art is a fine art gallery co-op which is built around South Bay artists. The location helps increase the presence of local artworks and provide creative and collaborative studio spaces. 5% of the Destination artwork sold during this event will benefit the Torrance Rose Float Association. It was a night of entertainment at McMaster Park recently. Families brought out their lawn chairs and cozy blankets to find the best seat for the Torrance's Movies in the Park series. This month, the first feature was the Lego Movie. Nearly 200 attendees got cozy for this local tradition. And before the featured film, children also had the chance to get creative by participating in some arts and crafts activities.
Oh boy. This is actually our 10th year, and the program goes to different parks each year. So we try to geographically balance the locations we choose. So each year we choose 3 different parks.
Now there are 2 other dates set for the Movies in the Park series. You can go to torranceca.gov for more information. A graduation ceremony for a select group of South Bay leaders took place in Torrance recently.
It's almost over, but it's definitely bittersweet. So thank you, class of 2016, for making it so.
17 members from Leadership Torrance 2016 were awarded for their commitment to the community. Leadership Torrance is a program that helps local business leaders connect with other members to ultimately make an impact in the Torrance community. They get a behind-the-scenes look at 10 sectors during the program, from education, health, to community service. It not only encourages graduates to get more involved civically, but also helps them to network.
And the benefit is really getting them connected, giving them more information as to how to get involved, how to be a better business partner, and it's a real good opportunity for chamber members to venture outside their bubble of business.
One of the big program days that took place was a community outreach project. This year they helped combat weed encroachment at the Madrona Marsh Preserve Center.
Those who commit themselves to be in it want to be a part of the activity in the community and really have an investment in learning more and equipping themselves to be stronger participants in the community. That's certainly what I was looking to do, and this year I saw that in all of my colleagues in the program. Everybody really wanted to know how to make their work better, how to make their work lives better, how to make our community better.
The biggest sort of transitions for me, or shifts in my thinking about leadership this year, is to really take to heart that notion of humility, in service, and how that is how we all kind of push our community forward, through little moments of service, little moments of humility, that as a community turns into a massive movement.
During the graduation, Cynthia Roselle was named the new director for the Leadership Torrance 2017, with the co-directors being Susan Swinberg and Russell Akiyama. The program is led by the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce and has graduated 600 people. Torrance is home to the newest H Mart, an international market that offers fresh, quality produce. Common Sense producer and host Laura Fong was at the grand opening and tells us more.
1, 2, 3, cut!
And that marked the official grand opening of H Mart, a new Asian-inspired market in Torrance that on its very first day drew hundreds of people, causing a traffic jam in the streets just to get there.
We don't really consider ourselves just a Korean market. We consider ourselves an international market.
Brian Kwan is the president and CEO of the Korean-owned company. It started in 1982 in Queens, New York, and now this is its 53rd store in the U.S.
And our strength is really in our fresh items, our produce, our seafood, our meat departments. We're great at sourcing these quality items.
From live lobsters and fish to sushi to stocked shelves and stacked produce, there's a little something for everyone, which is why hundreds of customers were eager to be the first to the checkout lines.
My prediction was that it will be the highest producing, or at least in the top 3 or 4 producing of the whole chain within the next 6 months.
Mayor Patrick Feary, members of the City Council and Chamber of Commerce, and representatives for local officials were there to celebrate the store's grand opening. H Mart is now open on Pacific Coast Highway near Anza Avenue from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
We want to be a part of this community. We want to be a good neighbor, so hopefully if you have time, you can stop on by.
Along with fresh food, H Mart is bringing plenty of new jobs to Torrance. For Torrance City Cable, I'm Laura Fong.
Thanks, Laura. H Mart also has an online store for shoppers. You can find out more at hmart.com. And just in time for the summer, a new school is now open to keep your kids and yourself busy. Bravo Music School, located on Hawthorne Boulevard in a plaza next to McCooney Seafood Buffet, had its official ribbon-cutting ceremony and grand opening. The music school not only teaches but connects musicians with each other. For children, Bravo has programs that offers a solid foundation for pitch and rhythm as they move on to instruments of their choice. They also offer private lessons and an opportunity to join an ensemble. Adults can also take music theory courses. The school has different rooms offering a space for lessons, including piano, guitar, drum set, flute, vocal, guzheng, ukulele, and much, much more. The goal of the school is to offer affordable music lessons and classes to the public.
Now that we have the school, we have a lot more resources and more instruments, more teachers, and Alex, he works hard.
I think the thing that makes us different is just the variety of languages that we can speak here, from Korean to Mandarin, Spanish, English. So it's a real nice variety. So I think we cater to the changing faces of the South Bay here.
People can also hone in on their music production, composition, and songwriting skills. For more information and prices, you can go to bravomusicschooltorrance.com or call 310-375-7511. A popular online athletic wear company is setting up shop here in Torrance. Co-founder Kate Hudson's line Fabletics will be added to the growing list of new retailers coming to Del Amo Fashion Center. The opening will mark some of Fabletics' first stores as they evolve from e-commerce into brick and mortar. Fabletics will be located near the Disney Store and Macy's. The store will carry the latest Fabletics collections and exclusive prints and styles for performance, lifestyle, dress, swim, and much more. Shoppers will have extra amenities to look forward to, as well as in-store fitting appointments and options to buy online and pick up in-store. Kate Hudson says she's excited to bring her store to life and give customers a chance to try on the unique pieces that they offer. Fabletics launched in 2013 and fills a niche with premium fashion-forward activewear at an affordable price. This store plans to have a new line just for men. The store will open in July. To keep up with Del Amo Fashion Center's latest updates, you can go to facebook.com/Del Amo Fashion Center. For the second consecutive year, a Torrance-headquartered car company gets a renowned distinction. The Points of Light Foundation named Toyota Financial Services one of the most community-minded companies in the nation, landing it on the nonprofit Civic 50 list. The recognition sets the standard for corporate community engagement nationwide and shows companies that best use their time, talent, and resources to improve the quality of life in the communities where they do business. TFS scored high in all 4 categories and is ranked number 1 in the financial sector. Toyota has been on the forefront of many initiatives, including its partnerships with Boys and Girls Clubs and its Community Ambassador program. The Points of Light Foundation is a nonprofit organization in the U.S. dedicated to engaging more people and resources and solving serious social problems through voluntary service. In 2015, TFS workforce volunteered over 31,000 hours. There are 39 TFS offices nationwide. And before we go, we have a sneak peek at what's in store on the next sports desk. What do you have for us, Colin?
Heyo, Jin, welcome to the land of sauce. We have another wild and crazy show, so buckle up. We have prep news from all over town, plus former Bishop Montgomery Knight Brendan Marafino is in the hizzle. You won't want to miss my in-depth interview with the new ECC Warrior. That's 4 and 9:30 p.m. right here on CitiCABLE. Boom sauce, Jin. Back to you.
Thanks, Colin. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chun. If you missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. And don't forget, Newsbreak Live gets a new time slot and a new format beginning July 5th. Be sure to tune in every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. for the new half-hour program. And a new community cooking season kicks off on July 6th, featuring new recipes, new chefs, and even a new kitchen. You won't want to miss it. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.